Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. On this gloomy day, we gonna pop these videos out, and we got a couple things we want to talk about today. So, make sure you're tuning in. Remember, this channel is for people who are trying to open their mind and enlighten themselves. Trying to enlighten yourself without having to do with weirdo stuff. It can be done. Just got to do it through the knowledge and the awareness that the Most High provides. Yes, indeed, He exists. Can we see Him? No. But we breathe on behalf of His being. Every day, every second, every hour. The oxygen that we breathe is the essence of who He is. His spirit fills the earth. The word spirit means ruach. It means breath. But so did the devil. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today. How guys in this space, they want to take us to simpery. It's a couple guys, y'all know I be everywhere. I be doing my YouTube espionage. I be in people's lives, just listening, taking in what they got to say that I could use, truthfully. Taking in the truth, taking in the error, taking in the falsehood. And that's what I want to talk about on this broadcast, how guys be basically coming against this space, man. There's no cause for that, man. Because what's being done in here, whether people doing it for money or whatever their motives is, this is working. It is helping. The only thing that hurt the manosphere is y'all was going by subs and y'all was putting people out front that shouldn't have been out front. These guys be trying to teach men that it's about how you look and how much money you got. And it's not. It's not. Like Steve the Dean, he's on to it. He's on to it. I don't know what his spiritual beliefs are, but some of the things I heard him say were no matrix. Like when you look in the mirror every day, you don't judge yourself by somebody else's standard. You don't judge yourself by your current economic situation. You judge yourself by where you want to be, the present, the future, and eternity. And you don't let no chick, no matter how, if you find her attractive, so what? That is not her job. You going against the very construction of the Most High God when you allow a woman to cause you to have low self-esteem. I don't care if you fat. I don't care if you skinny. I don't care if you broke. You supposed to know who you are and have your confidence ahead of time. And some of these dudes, they be trying to say otherwise. They be trying to act like they the man and you ain't. Listen, man. Listen. I told y'all on the short, there is no special remedy. But there's a formula that'll be more effective than some of the formulas that people use. It'll be more effective. And that's knowing who you are, having your confidence, your self-value, your self-worth, and going from there. Stop trying to hang around, deal, and love people who try to diminish who you are. How your teeth look don't mean nothing. You could get them fixed. You don't have to get... Listen, man. My grill been jacked up since I was a kid, man. I got a tooth that didn't grow in the right spot. It don't matter, because guess what? Most of the women that's going to talk about it, I wouldn't like them anyway, and they don't like me, and that's fine. Every woman don't have to like me, because I wouldn't deal with them all anyway. I'm not going to pass my value around. It ain't even that serious, man. What would be the point of it? Like, to me, you're supposed to be doing the sexual things with the ones that you like, appreciate, and they add something positive. Y'all be like dogs, man. A loose dog running up the street, see another loose dog and breed with them. That's dog behavior. Now, I know y'all call yourself dogs, and I'm not 100% against the term, I know what that's implying. But in terms of us as humans, we can't conduct ourselves like dogs and squirrel, rubbing your leg together a certain way, hoping that the female squirrel will let you get a little bit, you know. And then this was crazy too. You think squirrels be like, he got a big D, he got a little D. A lot of the stuff that we do as humans just don't make sense. It don't. Like, it's always tangled up in lack of self-control, misbehavior. Like a lot of the counter arguments that people try to have, it's misbehavior, arrogance, narcissism. Like, this is what I be thinking, like that most of the guys that try to come against what's being said, for these guys not to be all off into these bad women, the wrong women, that those are agents. Like, you know, they try to say, oh, well, it's bringing division. Listen, the division that truth brings is division that's necessary. That's the only division that's necessary. The truth should bring division. If somebody believes in something false, somebody believes in something true, that is supposed to be a divide. Like, you got people walking around saying there's no God. How can I unite with them in terms of whether or not there's a God, that belief? I can't. To keep the peace, you be like, okay, well, I'm just going to let him stand before him and find out on his own. And I'm not going to hold it against him. The Most High don't hold it against him. He already know what he going to do. You know, you're going to give them time to reconsider those things. And if they don't, they got to face the punishment of the devil. That punishment was for the devil, y'all. But these guys, I don't want to get off subject. They literally, I mean, all these videos is fair use and for critique and this, that, and the other. But listen, it's obvious that, I'm telling you, one of my right-hand mans was a fat guy. He was getting women. Women was liking him, man. Like, he was getting women. And to this day, he still draws attention. Like, he's a big guy. But he keep it, you know, he ain't like me. He keep his beard trimmed. Me, I don't, I trim it up sometime. I don't really care like that. I don't care like that as long as it ain't no stinky hairs or I care, but I don't care to the point of caring what people think and doing it in regards to trying to shape a positive opinion with them. I like having it rough sometimes just to, build my own psyche, just to make sure that my confidence ain't based on my appearance or anything like that. See, people, low value people, real low value people, they want to base a person's self-worth on external things. Who you are on the inside is way more important than who you are on the outside. Way more important. Come on now. But you got a couple guys in the YouTube space that are being disrespectful towards other men, calling them bitchs and all this other stuff, man. That's not even necessary. But me personally, I ain't gonna sit here and cuss left and right, but sometimes you gotta return smoke for smoke. Like, a lot of dudes don't do it. They don't care. Kevin Samuels didn't do it. Darius M don't really do it. Like, some dudes just be like, man, I don't forget what he talking about. Who is he? And that view is somewhat understandable, but you gotta realize those guys kind of mess up the space. Like, if the only ones that I say don't is the ones that critique, but yet you go on their videos and you seeing a lot of truth in the other things that they say. You're like, oh, okay, he just don't agree with that, but he pretty level-headed. We just got to get him with us. You know, the stuff these women do, should none of these guys be with them. That's just a fact. And y'all, half of y'all being with them, y'all gonna have them continuing to act in the ways that bring about this talk. Y'all not helping them by trying to take up for them. That's not helping them. If a woman ain't a wife, if she not wife material, she shouldn't be a wife. All she gonna do is he gonna end up having kids, he gonna get attached to his kids, and because she ain't right, she gonna hoochie mama his kids away from him. To me, that's hoochie mama behavior. Not letting you see your kids, dragging you in the court even though you was taking care of your kid. That ain't something that a virtuous woman gonna do or a classy woman gonna do. She broke up the relationship. She messed the relationship up trying to control alpha males and masculine males. And now, because he don't want to deal with her no more, she want to punish him by taking his money away. That's evil, man. That's why I don't really, and y'all want to know something? I got a new series talking about Christians. It's a lot of them just praise God, hallelujah. But then every first of the month, they drawing a check from a decent dude that would have gave his kids what they need. And they taking his money. But then they try to act like they spiritual. You not spiritual. We gonna see how spiritual you is. Like a lot of people they gonna come up short. I'm telling y'all, man. A lot of people gonna come up short when it's all said and done. All these women with these evil, vindictive behaviors and personalities. All these guys that's hating on other guys. You know the Most High be looking at that, right? 7 things he hates. He that sows discord among brethren. Sowing discord is not you telling the truth and everybody don't agree with it. Sowing discord is when you argue against the truth. That's what discord is. Like if somebody telling the truth and you in the comments insulting them, trying to argue with them, that's discord. That's what it is. Discord is when you have a man. No man is gonna succeed in everything he does. But the woman is not following his lead, not doing what she's supposed to do as his woman. If you his girlfriend, you're supposed to be practicing what you gonna do as his wife. If you his wife, you're supposed to be doing what the Bible tells you a wife do. Now, if you against what the scriptures say, you evil anyway. You shouldn't even be no wife. Because what evidence do you have to go against the scripture? Even the scriptures that were tampered with, it's still enough line upon line truth. But people just be wanting, it be certain stuff in there that they don't like. So they want to undermine the whole entire book. The Most High looking at you with that. That's discord. Discord ain't if you telling the truth and some things are taught differently. That's not discord. Discord is when you fight against the truth. And that's what a lot of guys are doing in this space. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. They come on here and they want to talk about, you want to, it's kind of like this. A person that undermines the whole essence of faith because of a couple pastors that was in scandals. That's what they doing to the manosphere. Well, this dude might have been rainbow. This dude might have been this. This dude ain't got this. This dude ain't that. And so they undermine the whole entire space and movement. Because they really pandering. They really, like dudes be saying they got game. But a lot of them, I don't believe you because you still think game is about clothes and how you look, how you shave and all that. It's not, man. It's about how you carry yourself. It's about the vibe that you give off. Of course you gonna have a bad, if you a spiritual man and another woman is unspiritual and superficial, y'all ain't gonna vibe. That don't mean the guy didn't have game. That just means he wasn't vibing with her. That's always gonna be like that. Guys come in here and think because they listen to rap music, smoke cigars, and wear what designer clothes, that somehow we all should listen to you, right? Wrong. You clearly ain't paying attention to these women. Women choose who they, as individuals, want to choose. It ain't nothing special about you or me. People gonna choose you, people gonna unchoose you. The thing that we need to be focused on is making sure that we right and making sure that we upstanding people as men. They gonna choose who they choose. When marriages go bad, like I heard a dude, I'm looking at him like, man, have you ever even been married? Talking about going back to your spouse. That's not an option for a lot of guys. A lot of guys can't go back to their spouse. She was disrespecting him then. If he try to come begging back, she's not gonna respect him at all. You just gotta move on. Be by yourself or with somebody else or others. That's just all it is too. Ain't no get back, man. I knew that when I was younger, man. I did not get back with women. Like if it didn't work, it didn't work. I had this one, now check this out. I think I was like 20, 21. You know, we hit it off, stuff like that. Got it quick. Hand all in her pants, practically the first week. That's a red flag sometimes. But we ain't gonna, it just depends on if they like you like that or not. But it's a red flag. You start finding out they easy with other people. So it seemed like with this particular one, guys just kept trying to expose her. And I'm like, man, why is she always in the middle of this type of stuff? So I started noticing she was talking to some dude that was in jail. And so I knew it. So I kind of tried to push the bathroom up and just see what they talking about. Like, who you talking about? Talking to in there? She gonna close the door. I said, oh, okay. Guess what? Options. Options, man. Don't never give up all your options. That ain't gonna gain their respect. Unless they're a unicorn, that's not gonna gain their respect, man. They gonna do less and less and less. So I was like, bet. Went back upstairs. Put my, I think I had on, I don't know, I might have had on 2 shirts. I put on my stuff and I left. She called me, I'm like, why you calling me? Won't you call dude in jail? Or I forgot, he in jail, you can't call him. So, some weeks pass. She comes on my block, we out there drinking beer, laughing, you know, a couple of guys, stuff like that. I noticed they was looking towards, cause I'm joking around, I'm talking at the time. They all started looking up the street. By the time I turned around, she was right by me. Just grabbed my hand and just started walking towards her house. She didn't live that far away. I still, you know, being a young man, you already know what happened. But I didn't get back with her from a togetherness standpoint because she showed me what she was about. And then, like we had in our paper in the Journal Sydney, they used to have birth announcements. I used to, like in my former life, I could break the paper box open. I used to just take the papers for free. And I read the paper every day. One day I'm looking at the birth announcement. I see her name in there with the dude that was in jail. Because I made her tell me his name. I'm like, these chicks ain't S. I used to cuss more back then. I said, these 304s ain't S. I said the H word though. But I moved on. I wasn't tripping. because the phone was ringing, the pager was ringing. Notice I said pager. See, some of y'all dudes, man, listen. Some of y'all ain't never even had a pager. Some of y'all ain't never even used a payphone. So we could listen to you. I listen to the young guy. But it's going to be limited. It's going to be limited, man. I ain't going to lie to you. Don't be limited. But guys be trying to undermine the space, man. You got dudes who be the total opposite in the presence of females in their personal life. That's capitalizing / grifting. The ones that ain't grifting is capitalizing. The ones that ain't capitalizing is grifting. And some of them are grifting and capitalizing. On the growing knowledge of men of female nature. The growing knowledge of men of female nature. The sad part about it is a lot of preachers don't know this stuff. Or they scared to say it because half their church women. I get my church going again, I'm going to tell the women flat out, I ain't got nothing against you. I just want to show you how you supposed to be. If you don't like that, if you trying to be what the world say you should be, this ain't the place for you. Like a lot of women watch my videos because they understand. Listen, especially when you get older. When you get older, you know how you show your husband respect? By being freaky. By giving him what he likes the most. If he like fried chicken, learn how to make the best fried chicken ever. Don't learn how to argue with him about liking fried chicken. Why you always want chicken? I like spaghetti. Spaghetti? You like spaghetti? Nah, but they don't want to be wives. They just want to be married. They want the compensation that comes from being a wife, but they don't want to be a wife. That's how you have women who have emotional affairs. They'll turn against her husband completely. Heart not with him, but yet money this, money that. When you gonna pay this? Blah, blah, blah. Look, them the ones you gotta get rid of, man. They shouldn't be in your life. Cause the stuff that could come to you, sometimes them being there is gonna block it. Because the universe responds to faith, harmony, those things. The Most High created it to do so. The Most High, he constructed the universe to do his work so he could sit back and chill. But a lot of times you be in places, you be on jobs, you be around people. Like even in this manosphere, I already know it's the devil, man. The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. People getting their money stolen in family court. So who is? All you do is telling people to get married. Who is? That's why I say be careful with the novice Christian. Be careful with the novice Christian. Why do I say that? Because I've seen this many times during my lifetime that they believe in things that are unrealistic, mythical, so on and so forth. Because that's what they've been taught to believe. Regardless of what you've been taught to believe, you're supposed to do your research. If you know how these women are, they female nature and stuff, how are you coming on YouTube blasting guys that's exposing them? You should be watching, either not saying nothing or just doing what you do. But when you come in here in the manosphere and you attack guys that's doing this, you got guys that's depressed because they thought that they were supposed to marry a woman based on love and this, and then they hear people like me, they hear the other guys in the manosphere, and now they living their life again. They in the gym, they working, they enjoying the life. They starting to go to places by themselves, and now here you come, acting like all of that's a bad thing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all creators, that red pill creators and stuff. You go sometimes have to start responding to these dudes, man. You can't keep letting them just attack you like this. Cause they could be secretly a simp. And they trying to undermine everything that's being built. Trust me when I tell you. You seeing me in here, you seeing a couple spiritual guys in here, you know the Most High is behind this. The Most High, like, if she don't want to be a wife, she not listening to me either. That's how he look at it. If she don't want to, he said, men shall have rule over you. He said, your desire shall be to your husband. He said, wives, be subject to your husband. When they go against all of that, they going against him. And keep listening to some of them. I know how to listen. You'll see their mindset changing. That like their faith is diminishing. Because a lot of time, I'm gonna show you one of the reasons why a woman needs a strong man leadership. Because when trials and tribulations come, a lot of women turn to drugs. That's when they cheat. They do all kind of stuff because they can't handle them tribulations. They turn against God. They have a couple unanswered prayers. Now they don't want to pray to God no more. Now they don't believe that he answers prayer. Some prayers he already answered it. You praying to him again is like unbelief. So you might sometimes, if that's the reason, you might not see your prayer come to pass. You got to be careful with that. That's a delicate situation, this faith thing. That's why as a prophet, I go on the offensive against some of the things they do in the church, some of the things they tolerate. If you tolerating what the Most High said is abomination, you should not be preaching. If you tolerating the misbehaviors of women, you should not be preaching. You ain't ready yet. That's being a man pleaser, a woman pleaser. But I'm going to get going because I talked at length on this. I had a lot to say. Guys, just stop it, man. Stop it. I don't know who you trying to impress, but you can't take up for these women, man. You undermining the progress. If a woman is a 304, she got a high body count, and somebody else is telling people, oh, don't do this, this is how you approach this. Why would you try to undermine all that? You telling people to wife up a high body count 304, you need to get out of this space, man. You do. You can't wipe. Who wants to give their money away? Okay, you want to give your money away? Give it to me. But why would you marry a woman that's gonna take half of your money, that you're gonna be going to work, everybody else on the job making $25, $30 an hour? You only taking home an average of 15 because you gotta give it to her, and you shouldn't have married her in the first place. Shouldn't have had kids with her in the first place. This is what guys are undermining. This kind of talk, they undermining it. Panda bears and simps, white knights. You wanna come against men, you like to fight. Keep on trying to fight people. Keep on. Somebody gonna pull a gun out and gonna blow your head off. Pause. On YouTube, listen. I ain't trying to, I'm just saying what might happen. Stop trying to fight these people. Stop trying to take away a man's manhood. You hopping in his face. Challenging him. You messing with other guys' girls. Other guys' wives. You starting stuff, man. Some of these dudes, you gotta realize every killer, every dude that'll pop you is not just, I'll pop this dude. They're not broadcasting. Some dudes, they just gonna do it. And then your little godless self is gonna be burning in the lake of fire, and you gonna sit in the abyss, feeling hot, feeling the heat. Let's get off subject just a little bit, and I promise you I'm gonna close. You read the parable of the rich man and Lazarus, Daniel chapter 7 in the Bible. It tells us that the Most High already got the river, the lake of fire ready. It extends from his throne. He ready that when he finishes, put the finishing touches on the new world, the eternal world, that he gonna throw everybody in there that wasn't with him. The name wasn't in the book of life. Some of y'all, dude, I could tell how you talk, man. You ain't there yet. So you don't want to be challenging these dudes, and they've been done took you out, and now you stuck there. Y'all come in this space trying to show off for these women. I'm telling you, I used to, and back in the day, that was the main dude I was taking off on, was the dude who tried to show off for some females. Bang, 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 bang. We was jumping them, stomping them and stuff. We did not like that. Guys I used to deal with, we didn't like that, man. I'm telling you, messing with other people's girls. I remember I jumped in one of my guys' fight. He was fighting a dude, and I was mad because this dude was messing with he living with the, they thinking about getting married, everything. This dude knew all of that and was still trying to mess with his girl. So he came and got me, obviously. I'm his right-hand man. Said, man, I'm finna look for this dude. They was looking for him while I was at work. I came home. He paged me. I called him back. He said, man, yeah, man. Well, of course, I went and looked for him. I got in the car, said, yeah, let's find this end. We find him, right? He act like he don't see nothing wrong with it. That was making me even madder. Like, I was just having his support, his back, because he was my guy. I was really going to stay out of it. But, like, when I saw how dude was acting, it started festering in anger. And so we go on his block. It's all these guys outside. I believe he was trying to show off for him. And there was some girls out there. It was just me and him, but I'm already festering. So I pull out a gun, and I say, anybody jump in, they getting popped. Somebody was like, why you gotta shoot? So I sat back, and I was mad. I let him fight. I said, okay, if he whoop him, I'm gonna just stay out of it. He start losing it, I don't care how many of these do, I'm jumping in it. That was my mentality back then. I just wasn't I'm not a fearful guy now. Like, I just don't fear other guys. Like, it's pointless. To me, it's always been pointless. So they fight. The other dude bigger than him, he tried to wrestle him. He got to losing the fight or whatever. And at first, I'm like, man, let me get him, man. Let me fight him. Like, nah, man, I got it. He was getting it. And so my guy started getting tired. Remember how Hulk Hogan's arm would lay down? Like, I saw his arm droop. I said, man, hit that in his nuts or something. He did it. That dude just got to welling on him. Bing, bing, bing. I got to cussing, jumping up jumping up off the ground. His brother was out there, like he was like right there. I saw him smirking, so I hit him. Bang! He staggered. I don't know if he ain't fight back because he know I had to, but he ain't fight back. So they still fighting. He got him in the head, like he choking him. So I jumped in, I ran up to him and hit him. He said, call your boy off, man, call your boy. He's swinging my guy all the way around like this. And then it was just bad, man. Like, they was tussling. They both fell. My guy's shoe came off. He got on top of him and hit him a couple times. I said, no. I jumped in it. And then none of them do nothing because they knew I had that. And when I jumped in it, they's like, nah, man, that ain't fair, man. He said, man, I'll do it. I got him, man, I got him. He didn't have him, man. He was fighting back, but he didn't have him, man. So after a while, they just stopped fighting. We get in the car. Yeah, I know the story going on. I'm finna finish. I'm driving. I don't even know how to drive that good because people always pick me up. I was still learning how to drive. I'm driving to the house. We get on the porch. He just laid out on the porch. He said, I don't know where my keys at, man. I can't find my keys. I said, I got your keys. So he said, yeah, but the key I need to get in the door ain't on there. I don't know why. I climbed through the window like I was breaking in the house. And I brought him some water, man. Gave him some water, man. I'm looking like, man, he got you, man. If I wasn't there, it would have been way worse. But that's what happens. You see, the point I'm making, that's what happens when you got these type of guys this enabling women to hide and cheat, misbehave. When she started messing with him, she got disrespectful towards my guy. Arguing with him all the time, telling him he could go, all this other stuff. And I was dealing with one of her little cousins, so I was putting the night over there too. She like, I'm sitting there, she like, you could go, all it. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I ain't want to put nothing in his head. Because he used to fall in love with girls and stuff quick. I'm like, something is going on. I knew this at 22. Something is going on that's making her disrespectful like this. And that's what it was. You got guys just like these guys on YouTube. They think they so much players. You're not a player messing with somebody's girl or wife. Only thing I view a player, a playboy, is a dude who got a bunch of women who they his women. Not you messing with this dude wife, you messing with this dude girl. That's not a player, that's not a playboy. Take it from me, I know, like I had a certain nickname that there was a couple reasons why people start calling me that. But anyway, we ain't gonna get into that, y'all. That's too much personal information for YouTube. You don't need to know my nickname, because you got guys, I'm gonna show you something. Some of these guys, I noticed that a couple of them, they from like the same area of the United States. They like to talk about people. They can't prove their talking points without talking down on people. I noticed something. I'm learning a lot about your state just by watching you in action. I'm noticing like it's a couple major YouTubers from this particular state. I'm not gonna diss these guys, because if I say the state, y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. They like talking about people, and they don't really like black people that much. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. I'm a prophet. You can say you do. I know you don't. You don't like black people that much. Look how you act. Look who you always with. So it's a couple guys that you know they're going to be Lone Rangers. They're not going to be with the rest of us, which is going to undermine the space. They're going to try to click up with the biggest YouTubers, who some of them don't know what the hell they talking about and need to be exposed. And they gonna undermine the space. They gonna you got people, because a person gotta, come on, man, listen. A gray beard, gray hair in your scalp, a lot of times it could be there because of your level of wisdom. It's not always there. This is how you know. You see a dude with smooth skin or fairly smooth skin, but he got gray beard, and you see him kicking that knowledge and that wisdom. People try to undermine what somebody's saying over a gray beard. That's how some of y'all women be getting caught up. Y'all all messing with the same dudes. Y'all all got his same little itchy ditchy. Itchy, I want a ditchy. From him. Oh, he killed, oh, he got abs. Oh, he has a Lamborghini. Sizzle dizzle. Now you burning. And because you got, girl, you thick. You getting a lot of dudes burned. Man, I'm going in raw. Sizzle dizzle. I'm going. Now you got it. And then he started messing with these other girls. Now they got it. Now all these chicks, right? All these chicks. Some of these chicks think if they just shave their hair on down there, that's all cleanliness. You burning, it ain't gonna make a difference. You got slime coming out of you. And you still won't. Listen, if you're a woman, right? And I promise you this is it. This is a long video, y'all, but some of them lives, come on now. If you a woman, right? And you talking all this stuff about men, but you got slime coming out of you. Shh. Please, please. Shh. Thanks for watching. Guys, stop. Just stop it, man. Stop it. Like, listen. Expose what need to be exposed, but don't cater to these women. They bad. What Austin Holloman be saying is just that bad. I don't know if it's that bad to go across the world and get the same thing, but I get what he's saying. It's a lot of married guys, good dudes. They're like, I ain't never getting married again. They gone, they off the table. Y'all women need to start checking each other up, because if you ain't married yet and you a unicorn, you the type that's gonna look out for a man, to be faithful to a man, be freaky with one man. You letting these chicks mess you up. You believe in staying fit for your man. You believe in cooking for your man. You gonna stand by your man. You gonna be his greatest cheerleader. And you letting these chicks who probably never should have been married to begin with. Think back. Think back, man. When you first met that girl you broke up with, or the one you divorced, how did she act around other guys? How did other guys act around her? This, a lot of time, you just be blind. I see y'all with more videos later on. I'm gonna drop a couple more videos this afternoon. But I gotta get going so I can. This is one of the major money days for me. So I'm finna get going out here. Thanks for watching.